Record to the computer.
Hello! Hello, everyone. Hello to another episode of Tales of Forgotten Sea, or TFS for short. And yeah, in this adventure is getting to a point where everyone, is going to have difficult choices to make. Some behind the scene is already happening. Some people are buying drugs, but not for recreational use. Some, or at least not for now. We had an intense traveling session across the desert, and we almost had a face-to-face with a Ventuk Jin. So, some of the highlight of last session. And then we finally reach the place where Zavalek Shar lives. This very wealthy merchant of the Habesgate tribe that it seems to be untouchable in his own lands, that has everyone in his pocket. And we finally reach his estate, the Hibrahik estate. That's the name. Because that is the complete surname of Zavalek Shar. Zavalek Shar Hibrahik. Raham Ibrahim, sorry guys, just to be precise. And that is where we left off. Looking behind the dune and see this amazing estate, this oasis in the middle of the desert, surrounded by water, little bridge, fontaine, gardens, everything. Something that you guys actually can see behind the rock, by the way, that he has. Was so nice to put the map of what is going on. Map that we are going to reference along the game for them to understand where they are, where they're going, and what's going on there. But before we start right there, we take a little bit of a moment of a kind of a step back. We had a very nice touching moment last session where we were around the campfire sharing stories. There is going to be another moment like this just the day before arrival, where it's time to make a plan. It's time to decide how you guys are going to act. Talk between the NPC and the player to see how you're going to face this terrible situation. In all of this, I remind to everyone who is present with you. We have Rock, Jarvis, Miguel, Hotpot on the player side. On the NPC side, we have Geraldine, Carla, Alvida, and Rosaria. And, of course, Mevel, that is your guide in all of this. That is trying not to get involved too much because it doesn't want to know too much. But of course, he's going to listen. Anyway, those 8 people are right now sitting around the fire. And Rosaria is using a stick on the sand to draw a very, basic version of what you guys are going to see when you get there. She points locations, areas, possible points where you guys are going to get, dragged in or similar. And she explained that after the approach from the desert, and this, majestic entrance with a double gate that has the Habesgate clan symbol on it. There is this courtyard where people are usually wait as a guest. Unfortunately, you are not guest, and so this is where the probably around the gate, people are going to start to notice her, and you are started to wonder, what's happening, what's going on, and they will be dragged into the reception hall, where usually the meeting happens. And that is when Rosaria also tell you about the people that live there, the people that you should be worried about. That, of course, you know about Savalek, this tall Sarpta's lore covered in this bluey green scales that you know they resemble this like aged turquoise kind of color. But that's not the only person there that you guys need to be worried about. Nahira Vash, his wife, is this magnificent golden lamishas that, with this bottom part of her body is this enormous serpent that usually is always around. Maybe not in the same room, but in the close one. And she is, it's like composed and strangely candid every time she speaks, in a way that feel like courtesy, and while actually she just endorse threats in a very kind of pinpointy way. It's like, why she is his wife. She's as cruel, possessive, and vindictive as her husband. Usually not with her, with them. You have Shayanas Shar, their daughter. She is being raised in a way that is like a little bit sheltered. She is a very quiet and observant girl, a little bit unfamiliar with company, and she's very educated, and she is she's also being sheltered because she's an albino. So she spent a lot of her time under inside the buildings, rarely outside, except when it is the evening, etc. Her beautiful wide scale body with delicate appearance and etc. is a sharp contrast with, the brutality that surrounds her, the family that surrounds her. With her, there is always, or almost always, a big guy, a man from Akiptos, Zahir Amari. It's a quite brutish guy, dark black skin, powerful build. It's the kind of guy that seems like shaped by violence. He is covered in wounds, and he has like one kind of milky eye, and he has this unmistakable weapon. He goes around with an anchor, with a chain around his arm, and an heavy shield on his back, and a brutal, long, massive harpoon. That all those things are usually for things that you will see on someone, in the middle of the ocean on a ship. Apparently, he likes to sometimes go in the middle of the desert, disappear for some, hours and etc. Come back with a fresh catch. almost like he had a life of monster killing, and he keep doing it, even if his job now is to protect Cyanus. Those are the four of the main people there. Do you have any question before I move on?
Not over here.
Okay.
I know that you had mentioned that Twilka believes that Cyanus has a crush on Zahair, correct?
Yeah.
And and
In the chat, she
mhm,
will mention that Cyanus seems quite fond of her personal bodyguard. She
mhm,
doesn't know if this is, just a crush or there is
mhm,
something
mhm,
else. If it's just because, this guy protect her.
mhm, mhm. And
But
you also mentioned that he is seems to be more loyal to her protection than even the wish of her parents, or something along those lines.
yes, this is also that definitely Rosario will point out because sometimes Zavalekov or Nahira will ask him to do something and he will just refuse because it's not in the interest of the young lady. And strangely, neither Zavalek or Nahira, carry on with the argument. It's like they try to push it a couple of times. If he keeps saying no, they drop it. Any other question about the household before I can carry on?
Nope, just wanted to
No.
make sure that everyone knew that is an important relationship to focus on.
Yeah. And then Rosaria told you about other people. The first person that she tell you about is the most dangerous person that she works for Zavalek. Not the captain of the guards, not the person that take care of the magic around the place, not even the guy that study artifacts, etc. No, it's the guy that take care of the books, the ledgers, the accountant, a man called Richard Bell. And by the name, you immediately, guys, realize that this guy is from Hingitir. And is the guy that wears impeccably tailored coat, even in the middle of the desert. Is always like has a high collars, cravat, formal waistcoat. This kind of person that care how it looks. And is Zavalek's personal assistant, accountant, secretary, steward, and commercial advisor. A person that smiles while he plan to, draw a dagger into your short, your shoulder blades. Uh, Rosario will tell you that he is in that position because he obtained that position through Senator Julia Graves, suggesting in this way that his employment was merely an act of professional recommendation. He's probably serving both Zavalek and reporting to the senator, and at the same time, Rosario thinks he's manipulating both of them for his own benefit.
And what was his name again?
Richard Bell.
Got it.
Um, and for sure, you're gonna meet him because everywhere Zavalek is, he will follow.
And further question, if you don't mind. If Richard Bell knows the other variable in this equation, and they've met us, does that mean that Richard Bell knows who we are?
Is a good chance, yes.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you.
The other variable, you mean Senator Graves?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. The man is opportunistic, politically connected, and very difficult to lie. Like he doesn't trust, and he knows how to, um, convince people. Mm. And Rosaria said this to you, Rock, specifically. You, if you were not part of this crew.
Rock was like, our plan seemed pretty good until I found out there's someone who might have a similar skill set and know who we are. This is going to be much more complicated.
Then she goes up.
If I may,
Yes.
if I may, I had a question. Can't. Um, would Twilka be able to give us any kind of insight as to if she already feels like he's kind of playing both ends against the middle, which is himself? Does she have any feelings one way or the other if Shar might know that, or if other people might have that thought process happening?
Uh, okay. Rosaria think about it for a moment and say, yeah, I think Zavalek knows, but he keeps him there because it's convenient. But Zavalek is not the kind of person that got to his position without um, being smart and knowing that the people will try to use him to their own benefit.
Can we do like a weird double cross where we convince Shar that Richard Bell hired us to kill him or something weird like that? Like, or is he just so fiercely loyal that he wouldn't think that that would be possible? You know?
I mean, it's an opportunity. I don't say no, but the thing is, you need to, to install the seed of discord, and I don't know if we have the time to make it grow.
Well, I mean, the only thing I could think of is showing up like we're doing the original bit, but then like winking at Richard Bell and things like that, and being like, "Don't worry, we're getting the plan going. We're doing what you told us to," and that's the only like I can't think that we could just tell our lie straight and had not have that guy see through us, or at least
I,
have some
I
problems with it.
I think you're onto something, but I think we turn it the other way, where we Shar already has his doubts about this person, and we push that harder. We push on that button because that button already exists, and so um, we talk to Shar and say that so that this is kind of that like some of what I've been talking about. So when we don't even go right to Shar with it, we tell somebody else who we may actually even trust that um, there is dissent in the ranks here, and that that person, maybe this person here, Bell, is planning on on completely taking over for Graves.
I
So we
don't.
use We well, I'm just throwing out an idea.
No, no, I know. I'm not saying there's bad ideas. I'm saying though that okay, so think of it this way. They're using Bell as a political bridge, right, between the
Hmm.
two of them. Um, it wouldn't make sense. I know that what you're trying to do, but what the best way I could figure is that if he's being used as a political bridge between these two individuals, um, saying that he's actually got this mission to overthrow doesn't make much sense in context because like he is basically their open line of communication. He's like an ambassador for the other
Hmm.
person to like it wouldn't make sense that he would be like I'm gonna send this guy that is power hungry to be my ambassador to try to
Well,
overthrow, you know,
and
like
again, so like when we if we meet up with the captain of the guard, Famete,
Okay, so yeah, speaking of
yep,
that,
sorry, yeah,
yeah,
continue.
yeah, yeah.
yeah, speaking of that, Rosaria will tell you also this. So the first person that we're definitely going to meet is Fiammetta Releni, and by the name, some of you understand that she is from Obolowa. Rosaria described her as this Minotaur woman, so short, stocky, broad shoulder, heavily muscled, um, that has like a shaved head, a facial scar, and this, it's like kind of this strong, stocky silhouette. And she is usually armored with this square-headed warhammer, double, two-hand warhammer. And Fiammetta is the captain of the state guards. She is the kind of gruff kind of person. She is very, straightforward, quite kind of sometimes a little bit too brutal for even for Rosaria's taste. Um, and the thing is, maybe she doesn't, she maybe is not the person that does that fight the intruder personally, but she's organized the patrols, seal section of the estate if it's necessary, and also she doesn't like Richard. That can Rosario tell you immediately this. She is there to fulfill her duty and maintain control of the estate because Zavelik pay her. At the same time, she's the kind of person that doesn't like when other are, manipulating the truth. And Rachel is that kind of person, so she doesn't like him specifically. No matter what you guys are going to do, Fiammetta and her guards are the first people that you're going to meet because she will check who is coming and then allow us to walk more inside the mansion.
Hmm.
You guys think
Um,
that,
oh,
oh, wait, do you think there's a possibility if we just, that we can convince her that some really bad shit's going down and to let us through or need her help? Or do you think that she's just there for a paycheck?
Your wife think a little bit for. I mean, she is not the kind of person that I. Uh, I mean, she is here and definitely, uh, you know, is working for Zavelek, knowing what kind of person he is.
Hmm.
And this old lady here is grumpy and it wants to some cuddle. Sorry, guys.
mhm.
No worries.
um. So yes, I'm not sure if we can trust her. Um, Especially because she is the kind of person that will look the other way when that Zavelek do something that she probably doesn't like.
Mm.
Okay. All right.
Um,
I was just
how?
thinking.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
sorry. Finish what you're saying. Sorry, I apologize.
No, you first.
I was going to ask how many men or how many uh, guards does she command?
30.
30.
When we
Okay.
have guests, usually she hire people,
Mhm.
and so we get to 40, 50 people. However, basic guards of the estate are 30.
Okay, and it's probably the same 30 all the time, or is it a rotation?
Yeah, no, they are.
Um, so are
They
the
all those people live here. The estate contain around 80 to 100 people, including servants.
mhm. um the the 30 guards, do they tend to be more loyal to her, or would you say that they tend to be more loyal to him?
Hmm. I would say it's 60-40. Most of the guards are locals,
Hmm.
so their loyalty goes to Zavalek first.
Okay.
However, Fiametta is still their captain, and she is the kind of woman they disciplined, uncompromising, very dependable, and she
Hmm.
respects strength and competence. So the guards look up to her.
Hmm. Okay. So a little bit off that topic, um, and to what we were kind of talking about before, Brian. It's not about necessarily saying everything that is truthful or even logical. It is planting some very simple seeds of doubt into people so that when everything goes crazy, they take the opportunity to deal with the people they want to deal with as opposed to coming after us.
I have a weird question about Shard, just in case things go sideways. Is he the kind of person that if called out to like a personal duel or something would be like his nobility would go over his shadiness? You know what I'm saying? Like would his pride go over his like if he was like one on one, me and you fight in the middle, like because
Yeah,
he's
you're.
Um,
He would
I'm
probably
just
he would probably have a standard.
Rosaria is trying to answer to you, and
yeah, yeah,
Carla, chime in
yeah.
and just say, to avoid me, to find information about him, he set my house on fire and killed my husband and son. Do you
I
think he's the kind of person that will accept a duel?
gotcha. Okay.
Fair fight.
That's
No.
why I was checking. I
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
maybe that like there might be something where he's like, this is my home territory. I'm the noble here.
He
Like
he
I'm
might
just
do the. Oh, sorry.
God, no, God.
He's like he might do the noble thing and backstab you. Not saying
Mhm.
every nobles do that, but the if he does accept the duel,
Carla
there is.
smile. I know enough noble to tell you this is probably the most noble
Okay.
things they
And
will
then
do. Um, I and Carla just say, for what I'm heard, your original idea, Rock, about me coming in as possible prisoner,
that was one plan, yes.
I think can have um, an interesting leverage we can use. Okay, I'm still his enemy, and I'm still the person he is trying to eliminate because I'm a thorn in his side.
All
At the
right.
same time,
I'm with you here. Continue.
I'm still a member of the Voraci family, and the Voraci family is one of the, of non-officially, of course, because we are a republic, but one of the 7 king of Apollo.
Mm.
Okay.
So
My family
he may
is
not
to
end you quickly.
he will probably arrange some sort of ransom, even if you're not gonna call it like
Hmm.
that. He will try to. He will probably try to kill me no matter what. But if he's able to convince you know, my family to organize something that will,
Benefit him.
benefit him and them, and we, and also Richard Bell will be involved into it. I will say that is the kind of person that will jump on that more than
Hmm.
a possible duel.
Wait, so does that also mean that if we do that plan, he won't immediately kill you?
No,
50-50.
because
We
they'll
might
need
have a
to
little
keep her
time to come
alive.
and save you.
He will
Hmm.
probably, make me an honorable guest, of course. And Rodaria chime in and just say, yeah, probably he will. Of
Hmm.
course, an honorable guest that cannot get out of her room.
So,
But he won't just immediately
so
go to torture, though, right?
no, because they want to keep. Yeah, sorry.
No, Carla, just caress your face, Jarvis, and say, yeah, no, it will probably not, because it will not be convenient or economically fruitful.
Hmm. Make sure the
Okay.
deal is done, and then kill you.
So
Would it also benefit us? And Jarvis looks at Alvida. Would it benefit us to say that you are one of our prisoners as well, like we had originally planned?
And Alvida will say, that's the part I don't know, guys, because I what kind of leverage I have, this I'm I'm not a problem to him directly, but I'm a problem to uh, Graves, and
Hmm.
he will know about that. So maybe he will, just eliminate me to do a favor to his friend.
But you're a problem because of, and he kind of looks at the staff, correct?
Uh, you mean no, no? This is a complete different things.
Oh, all right.
Uh, but you could just give me an idea, Jarvis.
Yeah, that staff has been kind of on my mind. What is it?
So this is okay. She put up the staff that is covered with ice permanently, and he has this bear skull on top that you guys have seen her using in battle a couple of times.
wait, she had a staff that made ice. We could have just hung out by her staff during the heat.
Oh, the is not cold; it's covered
Oh,
it. Yeah.
I
Uh,
thought same thing. I get you.
say, oh, I'm wet now.
well, that might be
Whatever.
useful. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. Anyway, okay. This is the Stormcaller stuff. This is something that Vashtaria told me to bring in my travel, and I get ever since. But also, this is a relic from my order,
Oh, I see where you're going, hon. It looks like
and this is an artifact that I
oh,
technically have stolen.
he doesn't care about that though. He doesn't.
No, but there is a um, there are the oh, I will kill it.
Like a
The thing,
ransom, a
you know
reward.
the your reward for my head that Senator Julian Grace put out there. That is not the first time that someone did that to me. The Stormcaller Order in Ugre sent something like that years ago in order to recover the stuff.
Hmm.
and they wanted also me because there is punishment waiting for me in Ugre if I ever come back.
Mm-hmm.
So let me get this straight. We walk in, we introduce you as our prisoner. I'm probably going to say some things that aren't very nice because I'm escorting a prisoner and bringing them in, and be like, also, our Lord, we've gotten you this relic. We know you like relics. Here you go. Like, kind of show it to him. Like he'll probably be impressed. And then we use that. Oh, by the way, we've also found this because we're just giving him stuff and be like, here's your gift, and then hopefully he'll want to examine these things before doing anything with you because he's kind of like weighing the options, right?
The only
You know?
can I
And Rosaria told you yes and no. That's a problem. We have a problem right there.
Okay.
Dom Damasco. And when she say Dom Damasco, you don't need an inside check. You all feel that kind of a little bit of a hatred in her tone.
Mm-hmm.
Dom Damasco is from Saria, and he was an inquisitor of my order.
Mm-hmm.
He was kicked out of the order. He was a priest scholar and an artifact expert. And here works as the household forbidden knowledge encyclopedia.
Oh, he's gonna look at it first, isn't he?
Yes.
Well,
That is why when we get there, we present what we have to the guard because that's who we meet first. They will put us someplace and report to Shar, and we will say these are things that we need to deliver to him personally.
would he know it's cursed because he's a master of like arcane? Like, would he know, like looking at the box, that it's cursed for him?
Uh, Rosaria doesn't know about this, so she look at you like,
Oh, so okay. So
Oh,
Han, okay.
oh,
Okay. So
whoops.
okay. All right. Anyway.
Full disclosure.
All right.
Bach
So
would have dropped that accidentally too, so that's fine.
Miguel's like, okay,
Well,
I was about
cards
to
on the
ask
table
talk
time.
about that. Han, we
Sorry
went
about
on
that.
the
Go.
first adventure in enters this that says the city's name. We possibly met with
Charles Bane.
totally not a we obviously we need money and needed to pick up
I
some
I
Supplies.
things.
messed up. I messed up, and we ended up getting the supplies we needed, just not in a good way. Okay.
So we
Just
were
like-
so we met up with out of character. What was the name
Charles
of
Bane.
Charles Bane.
Charles Bane.
Charles Vane?
And Rosaria stop you right there. Sorry,
she needs to rework her whole plan now. Thanks, guys.
Charles Bane,
Yeah.
the same guy that is literally helping Zavalek to
Yeah, that's
send
mhm.
artifact to Julian Graves in Ingetir?
I mean, we
Pretty
didn't
sure.
know at the
I'm pretty
time,
sure we had
okay?
mentioned this to her at
We
one
had no
point.
idea. This is we
Okay,
just agreed
one
to
at a
help.
time because I'm starting to get a little bit. Okay, so wait a second. Just to recap something here.
Yeah.
You guys needed something.
We needed money.
You needed
No,
Supply,
money,
we
supplies,
Supplies,
supplies more
Supplies.
sorry.
than
money.
money.
and you went to right to the person.
Yes,
Yeah.
we didn't know that was the person. That to be fair,
Okay, of course.
we
And
didn't.
he's a famous smuggler, so I understand.
Right.
So, and he's the person that gave you the box.
Right.
That
Yeah,
we
he
need to
just said
deliver
drop
to
it off.
Shar.
So I was gonna say he told us we were tasked to drop it off at a place.
Okay.
I believe that was it. I don't think
Yeah.
we were so us that was the other thing. Us showing up with said box, just saying, oh yeah, I'm not even it might be throw a little bit of suspicion on us only because we might not be the right channels that box was supposed to come through.
Well, we just
We
found it on their
we
dead
found
bodies. We're like, here you are. We
yes,
found this.
yeah. I had asked this before. Wasn't the box addressed to Shar?
Yeah, it's not. The box was not direct. I mean, the box was supposed to get to Shar. It's not
But
like it's
then,
written on it,
okay,
but
that's what I was trying to.
it was on the papers that you signed.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. We knew that. Yeah,
Okay,
but
so
we
yes,
wouldn't
it's
necessarily know that. But we could say that we know that this box is going to him because Carlos told us or whatever.
okay.
Who's
And Rosario say, okay, what about the curse? What
Oh, oh yeah. Oh,
Oh,
that was an entire
We
other
we
right.
thing.
we
Love,
we
okay, the kids weren't on the boat when this happened, I promise, okay?
a
But
little
And
failsafe
she
mission.
just gave you a look.
yep.
It's call it a
Look,
failsafe.
look. Do you want me to? This was mostly my problem, so I'll tell that
Yeah,
part.
your problems are our problems, so
Yeah.
we're all in this together, so you
So
can explain it.
because we made the deal to get the product, he gave us a box. We had the box have to deliver the box to this place. Eventually, it gets to Shar, and the thing is, to make sure that we did it, he put a curse on it that if we tried to open it beforehand, a black chariot and his rider would come and visit us and steal my soul or whoever's soul was involved in that. And
Soul
but
of the person that signed.
right, but we
Uh-huh.
through means we made it so that it doesn't do that. It does it to the person who it was sent for. So if he opens the box, supposedly the chariot will come and pick him up.
Okay, so if this box end on any possible reason in the end of Don Damasco,
Yeah,
it will
he will know. For sure.
not it will not, okay, it will not know about all of this, of course,
Right,
No,
right,
no.
right.
but it will know that there is a curse on the box. It's his
Shar,
job.
but Shar should already know that
Right.
because Charles Vane put a curse on the box for its protection to be delivered. So there should be no problem with that. He should
Okay, so
he would expect the
okay,
curse.
so it will know that
It's
there
an
is a
expected curse,
curse.
not the
Okay,
side
but it
He'll
doesn't.
effects.
go, yes, there's a curse on this. Exactly. So when
Okay,
it gets
but you
delivered
will not know
to
that it is
Shar,
directed
he
to
won't know
Slavelik.
who it's
Yes, yes.
directed to. So he'll go, perfect.
Can we
This is your box. You have the ledger that you wanted. And we won't say any of those things, but he'll go,
Mm-hmm.
perfect. Open up the box
Okay.
and
the box
pring.
was important.
It's
It was important,
It
yeah.
was important. The
it
box
was
was
our
super
fail-safe
important.
plan for this moment before we knew anything what was going on really.
You,
Okay.
It was a
And that gave us another small problem. And I'm not saying that this is not something that we can avoid, but um, this place is protected, guys.
Um,
It's from magical beings as much as it's protected from monster and other creature.
mhm.
oh, maybe
We
delivering
have
it was a bad idea.
someone that does that. His name is Carlos. Is Gnazos shark folk from Calgary, and he's uh, how you gonna call it? He's not like a monster hunter in the sense of he goes around hunting down monster like like a conventional practitioner of the trade. Is is the kind of person that identify weakness and prepare the battlefield with protection spells and shields and other things like that. So when you get attacked, you are blessed against the entities. That doesn't mean that the entities will not be able to enter, but they will know if any supernatural being entered the place. And when she say this, she give a glance to Geraldine.
Oh,
oh,
yeah,
Hmm.
yep.
So
Could we?
That's why she needs. Oh, sorry, Zeppo, go for it.
Could we use that to our advantage? Like, could Geraldine possibly enter the perimeter from a different direction that we're coming from to alert them and send, and then they would send, possibly, guards to locate her and take that heat off of us.
We could do it like a timer mission. Like we go in and then we go to the meeting and then we have Geraldine in X number of minutes. Hopefully it'll be the same time we get there. Be like start tearing up the guard tower and you doing something distracting.
Geraldine, you see Geraldine just lurking behind Alvida, putting her hand on Alvida's shoulder and just smiling.
I'm sure she'll have all. Here's the thing: the great part about this plan is you get to have all the fun you want over there. All you know what I mean? Like you can have a party.
Geraldine just smiled,
there.
and the thing is, Rosaria intervene and say, "It's a good option. The only thing is, you need to time properly, and also the moment that Geraldine." She said the name with a little bit like,
Miguel's like, no, you good, you good.
See, you're saying it.
Oh,
There's a little
yeah.
smirk.
The moment
Yeah,
she
he gives us
entered
thumbs up.
the perimeter, Carlos will know, everyone will know, and they will send guards to hunt her down.
What if Hot Pot infiltrates first, locates Carlos, and disposes of him? That way, when Geraldine does enter, he won't be notified.
You're gonna have to time that in such
I
a crazy way. Like,
I
how
still
would
think
you?
I still think what we do is we get in we go to our first checkpoint, and once we get there, we know that there is a, call it, 2 or 3 hour clock ticking. That Gerald 2 hours. Geraldine will enter from one side, Hot Pot by her side, and will alert the guard, and the two of them will, Geraldine, maybe by herself, will begin moving into the desert to draw the guards away. Will they follow her for some distance, or will they just wait till um, will they just go to that position and wait to see if they can find her?
Geraldine look at Rosaria. The two women exchange a long glance, and Rosaria goes, "The guards are being trained not to leave the perimeters, so if your friends decided to run away, they will stop the search."
Perfect.
What if Gerald?
Which
Sorry.
means that they will be at one corner of the premises. Geraldine can then move outside of the perimeter to another side and begin making some movement on another side, and they will begin following after a shadow.
I have
Geraldine
a really
Geraldine never has to put herself in danger, and the guards will be chasing back and forth after something. And the main thing that we are trying to do is create chaos
I
in
have a.
there.
Go ahead.
Sorry,
Sorry.
Zeppo. I think Zeppo first.
Sure.
No, I was basically going to say that, like, what if she attacks like one part of within the perimeter, and she's a master of stealth and disappearing, and then she like slips away to another area, and then she attacks that, and she creates all these like little diversions throughout uh areas away from us, like you said, to
Yeah,
create chaos and diversions.
and Geraldine will tower over the map that is being drawn on the ground, and she will point out that there is a lot of water, and she is an Ictians.
That I was just about to say, can she submarine? Like, I don't know what the word proper word would be,
and
like dive
she
underneath.
just goes, "I don't breathe."
Yeah, Yeah, that's the plan I was thinking. I was thinking you mess with them by going under the water and traveling the waterways and popping up, grabbing a person or whatever, going back under the waterway, causing more problems.
Does he have like crocodiles in the water? Is
I
that a
love
thing that
this.
happens?
I don't think he
And
does.
that is the other part that Rosario immediately say that can be a problem for your friend because there are two. Zavalek has two pets. They are free to go everywhere they want around the estate, especially in the water.
What are they?
Uh, he affectionately called them Noodle and Rope,
Are they
and they are
snakes?
two giant anacondas.
Miguel holds his like, wait.
Think,
I've been practicing. Maybe I can try to tame them. I've been meaning to get I promise I promise we'll see a pet. So he starts thinking,
You are not going to give our daughter a giant anaconda as a
why
pet.
not?
That thing, the head of one of them is the size of our daughter.
I mean, if we train it, you might be able to protect
If
her.
we train it, it will
This
just
is
wait a little bit more before it devours her.
this is not the time to practice.
Ironically, while they're having this conversation, I'm working on some log metal snake thing, like with a little like
Yeah, you're
screwdriver.
literally working on something that looked like a snake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I think that Hot Pot and Geraldine working together to move along the edge of the perimeter to protect each other, but also to create distraction is a great idea. And if if Geraldine needs to go into the water to do that, sometimes Hot Pot can provide cover from a distance for against the snakes. Hopefully, the two of them will be okay. While we're inside, creating our own verbal havoc among people. We definitely want to
Okay. Like
try to work with it. Sorry, am I breaking up?
a little bit. Just a
A
little
little
bit.
bit, yeah.
Um, sorry, hold on.
Yeah, don't worry.
We'll we'll try to plant some seeds into the head of the guard, because she's probably the easiest target for us, and hopefully she will disseminate some of our theories out to who it needs to, and she will already. We don't even have to mention his name. If we say that there is a plot to overthrow Shar, she will immediately think of Bell. We don't have to say we've heard that there is a serious plot to overthrow Shar. She will immediately think of Bell. And
Talking
when
about telling this to Fiammetta, I presume.
yes,
Okay,
so
just to be sure. Just to
yes,
be
oh
sure.
absolutely, no, that's fine. So that hopefully puts them at odds. We know we need to deal with Dawn, and we know that we need to deal with the the other guy who is going to call make the protections on the
Carlos.
area, Carlos. Those are two people that we will try to focus on. But when we go into the meeting, we at least have created enough havoc ahead of time, that we can um, press on them. If there is any question as to why is there an entity attacking the coming here now, we just simply say, on the road, we were attacked by a Ventuk Jin and it must have followed us. Does that seem plausible for what he is going to be? Is he going to know that it's someone like Geraldine, or is he going to know, not be able to tell the difference between one entity or another?
Depending how long Geraldine will be inside his perimeter
Perfect.
and how long he will be able to collect information from his wards and shields of protections.
So she touches it for a moment. She moves away, waits for the guard to show up, moves to the next area.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that fast of collecting information, but yeah,
Mhm,
that
mhm,
is definitely an option.
mhm.
Also, and that is Geraldine chiming in. We are in Shamari, guys. It's the darkest time of the year.
Mm.
And the 3 moons are always visible. That means that the veil is thin.
Mm.
Rosario just nod.
So they could think that it's anything.
I mean, I'm not sure, but I think we had some kind of supernatural attack a couple of weeks ago, before I came to Fajus.
Mm-hmm.
There were some undead from the desert.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, yeah, it's plausible.
You
The
had
thing
undead.
is,
Sorry.
the thing is, it's a little bit convenient that at the time that you guys are delivering, prisoners and etc., at the same times there is an attack.
We chalk it up to the fact that we are carrying potentially powerful things, and that why would they not be drawn um, to such things and to people like us traveling through the desert?
Let's. It seems like Zeppo has some questions. So
All right.
Yes, of course.
So actually, I have to, like, my first thought was, what if one of the distractions we create were at, let me bring up the map real quick. Um, the dungeon. Like, what if we quickly infiltrate the dungeon and release any prisoners, and then we could try to like bribe them,
The
like
the the
bribe them, like
the,
a hundred.
the Rosaria, stop you right there. Sorry, there is an echo.
Yeah, there is an echo.
Okay, it's gone. Okay, so there is a Rosaria, stop you right there because there is a problem. There is no prisoner at the moment. The
Oh,
dungeon
okay.
is like a precaution more than anything else.
I see.
But they're pretty much never use it. And the few couple of times that they've been used it, the people inside lasted no more than a couple of days.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, my second thought was, if there have been supernatural attacks, like undead from the desert, is it possible for um I guess we could defer to Geraldine. Like, is there a way for us to maybe summon undead and lure them into the perimeter? That way to also create that kind of a distraction.
Geraldine, I think, for a long moment, you see her a little bit almost like uncomfortable with the idea, but after a little bit, she said, I can scout ahead and maybe come back with some friends.
oh, I'm sure Twilko's probably like rolling back there.
Like, oh God. Yeah, I immediately look at Twilka and just feel like this is a great idea. Good good call. Good call mentioning that. I was gonna say the same thing. I love it, Zeppo.
The thing is, they are not well behaved.
I mean,
Perfect.
I hate to
Even
say this,
better.
Just
who cares?
try to make sure that there's not too many of them, but enough.
I don't know what I'm going to find, guys.
Mm,
This is
Could
not my
we
place.
there's enough guards here that not a few will be but yes, whatever you find, we just have to take our chances.
Would
Um,
there's how like okay, this map looks like it's a very large place, and there's 30 to 40 people here, or is there
Hmm.
30 to 40
No,
guards? And then
a hundred people, 30 guards, and then all the people who are the problems.
yep. Okay.
I,
You know,
I
because there's
mean,
a
some
lot
of
of
those people
servants
are
and
just
whatnot.
like servants and stuff. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
about to say.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Those are
there
just
is
servants.
you
The
know, the
servants will
kitchen
run.
staff, the servant quarters, there is there is a small shrine close to the
Is there a graveyard
servants
on the
quarter.
property?
Hmm?
Is there
Sorry?
a graveyard on the property?
No.
Um, I would suggest that wherever you try to lead them as much as you can, bring them towards as much toward the barracks as possible, so that away from any.
You asked this to Geraldine.
Yes, so,
Okay,
you know,
just to be sure.
let's try not to bring anybody pain that doesn't deserve it. We're trying
I
to.
mean, they're just guards, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
I mean,
I don't want to hurt children. I'm gonna be
yeah,
honest.
we
I'm
don't
big
want to
on
hurt.
that.
We don't want to
With
hurt
Uh,
animals.
servants and stuff like that. But the
yeah, the thing
focus
is,
on.
the barracks are close to the servant quarters.
Okay,
Look,
well,
Okay,
at
how do
least
we
at least be on the
do
other side
this?
of it.
yes,
Okay.
just to be
We
just to make sure that Rosaria told you this. If
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
Brian, you
mm,
know where there's like like you put the X, let's say, place them and
mhm,
might make goods. Yes, close to it on the left side there is the servant quarters, and
mm,
under it there is the barracks.
Hmm.
gotcha.
So
Well, again,
if you if
the
you if you if Geraldine bring there whatever she can find, yeah, civilian will be involved in the massacre.
Right. So I hate to say this, guys. We need to pick a side here. We either need to be terrible people and do terrible things, or we need to go with the nice, secure route of wandering in, being like,
look,
here's the prisoner.
the servants are going to be all over the place. There's nothing we can do about that. I
It's
I
gonna be
hope that
collateral damage.
I hope that there's not a lot. Hopefully Geraldine will only bring a few, but we
I don't think Geraldine, no offense to
we
Geraldine, knows exactly what she's going to
no,
get
no,
out
no. I
there.
know, and I get that, but we have to unfortunately, weigh the ends against the middle. If these people are able to accomplish what they're trying to do, lots of people are going to suffer. We will do the best we can to stop the collateral damage. There's a lot of guards here. We can believe that they will be able to stop whatever comes with little to no collateral damage. But we have to create havoc right now. We need numbers on our side. We need to be able to get these people on their heels, and we need to take care of Shar. Hopefully
Okay.
we can hopefully we can deliver the box and create some kind of a symbol, a way to. But once Geraldine opens up that can of worms, it is what it is.
Right. So
So
we're still not dealing with the idea of plot convenience here. If we're going into the meeting and suddenly a swarm of undead starts attacking part of their base, they're still going to be like, "Wow, it was only been a couple hours," you know.
mm, it won't matter at that point, because if he's opened the box, there'll be chaos on the inside, and there'll be chaos on the
If he
outside.
opens the box, remember, we still have to deal with the fact that the guy's going to look at that and know that it's cursed. But then, like again, he's expecting it to be cursed.
Hmm. We there's a lot of variables that we have
And
no control over.
there's also the variable that she could mind control us or something, whatever the heck her ability is, and
Oh, the
be
wife.
like, yeah, the wife. She could mind
Hmm.
control us. Now I have protection sorta, maybe against that, but you
Hmm.
guys don't.
I
So
might
it
have a
means
little
that
bit.
I I
Would
don't
my new
know what
ability
you have.
give me protection to some degree against her mind control, like it did with the Jin?
Mm, depending if that is a spell or is it something that come from behind the veil.
Hmm.
The Jinn is an entity of the Veil.
Mhm.
If she uses a mind control spell, that's a completely different story.
Sure. Okay.
And-
I might.
And
So
Rosaria, when you guys started to talk about those things, just said, Nahira is not your problem in that sense. Zolani, she is the one that you need to worry about. And that is a person that she didn't mention so far.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
sorry.
There we go. Moving along.
We have lots of problems.
Zolani is the healer, surgeon, and alchemist of the household. Her most important responsibility is to personally take care of Nahira and Shayana's health, especially because Shayana's is an albino. But she is, I will say, she rarely separated from Nahira. And she is this, she's very calm, very professional, and she has excellent bed manners. However, don't confuse that for the compassion of a doctor. She is detached to an extent that I see her kind of experiment on the servants for the fun of it. And she is capable to convince people of doing things that they usually will not do. We are not supposed to meet her, but if you see a slender crocodilian woman with pale ivory scales and this very narrow snout, they usually wear like a long mask, a doctor mask. And that is the person I'm talking about.
Okay. My point is that I could do things to my own mind to still myself if I have to, in case they try to do something like that. But I don't know who else, if they try to do something like that, would be
I
vulnerable.
mean, Zolani usually is working in close to, sorry, me having a problem right now,
Oh no, no, take your
to
time.
the storehouses and where, the kitchen complex, the stables are. Usually
Okay.
she worked there. So, and she visits Nahira and Sayanas on a regular basis in the main household up north, in the main residence. But I don't see her, popping
Okay.
in for a meeting with guests.
So I assume we'll be visiting at night because that would give us the best opportunity for us to do the other stuff that we're planning on doing. Okay. We come in at night. We say we have an urgent message. We have a hostage. We have stuff. Let us
Yeah,
in. Sure.
that will means also that not everyone will be awake. So most of the
Right.
household will be asleep because yes, we are traveling at night because we are traveling into the middle of the desert.
But that's perfectly reasonable for people who are traveling in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, but not for people that live there.
Well,
Their sleeping schedule is normal.
we might be able to throw them off a little bit by them being like, oh, and then walking out.
Yeah, that also means that there is, unless we create something, like very, very, um, a very good reason, they will, not wake him up until the day after. They will, put us in the guest house and and let us wait.
Oh, what about
And
we do
and
something? No, we still go with the same plan. We still go with the same plan that Geraldine sends in her group, her then does
as
that.
much as
But
she can. Yep.
and Rock just smiles. What if we say that we killed everybody, except that in the melee, Geraldine escaped. Like, and so what happened was she's like raging and she's after us. She knows we have Alvida. We need to get inside. We have all that. He's just smiles. He goes, that might work. That because we don't do it where we go in and have her attack. We have it like, hey, she's after us and she's pissed. You
Let's
need to
not
get in.
let's actually not mention Geraldine.
But yeah,
Let's mention the thing on the road. We on the
that
road, we were
sure,
attacked by
sure.
something and it has been following us, and so we need to get to
And
safety
if they want
because
evidence,
we
just
Maybe
point. Like
maybe
literally,
not attack, but maybe it's been following us because if it had
Mhm.
actually attacked us, we wouldn't be
Yeah, not
here for
attacked,
whatever
but
it was.
I like the
we
splatter.
encountered something on the road that that is is see maybe right behind us. So we need to get inside so that we can deliver the prisoner and these items to Shar, and we need that level of safety. Geraldine does what she can to find someone or some things undead. I think as I'm looking at the map, she should try to move the things toward zone 9 into
The
that area.
the area called the Lotus Garden, where
Yes.
it's literally a water garden for
Yes.
people.
So there in 10, the reflecting pool, there's probably, especially at night, there's going to be a lot less innocence in those areas, hopefully. And sending the guards and everything into that area in the middle of the night will hopefully create enough of an alarm that people will start to rouse, and that's when we make our move.
So
Once we know that there's a problem going on, we fan out and we stick together, but we move out, and we if anyone sees us, we say we think that we know what the problem is. We want to go and help. So we are planning to move in that direction, but we are going to go and find our marks.
hmm.
So I
Well,
have a question.
Mhm.
Um, sorry, just let me. Do, does Shar need to like? Does he need to open this box, or do we just need to kill him?
I mean,
If he opened the box, it makes it easier. But if we can,
Well, I'm just wondering. I'm wondering if like maybe we send in an assassin.
it's a lot of like traps and wards, I'm sure, between you and him.
yeah, and there's a lot of
Yeah.
you being alone. I don't look. I love the idea of splitting the party, but in this particular setting, we need to stay as much a unit as possible. As and I don't want to have Geraldine go out and do this thing, but she can literally be on the outside in a safe place and move in behind a small army of undead and find her way to us. We need to stick together. It's fine if you want to get into the shadows at some point and do what you do, but we have
Geraldine will point out to something. I will be more than happy to help. I just want to remind everyone that these things that you are saying is chasing us is still out there.
mm-hmm,
So for
yes.
me, going around by myself in the desert to find more entities is very dangerous.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Well,
Then
I don't.
I don't say that I'm not going to do it. I just say I need to move carefully.
She
mm-hmm,
was mind controlled before by it. I think someone should go with
yeah,
her.
I think
And,
Hot Pot should go with her.
yeah, absolutely. Because
and
you've
I
also got
cannot
Um,
ask you to come with me because wherever I found will see me as an equal and you
as
as a
dinner.
snack.
Yeah, okay, that's a
mhm.
problem.
um
Well, I think I can handle that.
Being a snack?
And Geraldine,
No, I'm
Geraldine
not gonna
just
be a snack. Hot pot won't
caress
be a
your
snack.
head, Oddpot, when you say this. I will say this, my dear friends. You are strong, but not against 10 or 12 of people like me.
Mhm.
Oof.
Well, can you tell them that
No.
that I am bound to you and that I'm going to become like you? Can you lie to them?
Is it a
Can you
lie? I'm
let
just
that
kidding.
can you tell them that I'm like your I don't know, like your pet or something?
In order to be myself like I made a path with a powerful entity. Other entity like me, they are not as sharp as yours truly.
Well, what if I keep my distance from you? What if I follow you and just make sure that you're okay and I don't stay too close and once you find these entities, I turn back. I keep my distance. I stay hidden.
She turns to Mevel. Then this is very quiet, try to mind his own business. And she said, you mentioned some ruins and other things that were on our way here. Can you point me in the right directions? Mevel just swallow and just explain her that on an alpha day distance from here there are some ancient ruins that some people try to usually avoid because especially at night because they are not a safe place.
I,
I think that this is Geraldine, do you feel safe doing this? Is this the right choice?
It's not a matter of I feel safe, Jarvis. It's a matter of necessity for the sake of this plan.
Hmm. All right.
Othpot, we will travel together.
I'm gonna. Oh, sorry.
When we
Oh,
see the ruins, you will turn and go. No question asked. Deal?
When we see the ruins, I'll turn back.
hmm
And she just
If
smile even even wider and just say, "That's a good." So, if everything is good,
I
we will take our leave. And
if
she
you
just
think that's the best
raise.
course of action, then I will turn back when you tell me to.
All right, guys. Remember, don't die.
um.
I mean, if he
Above
does, he's just one more, right? I mean, not to
above
be too
table.
grisly.
She
Above.
gave you Geraldine. She gave you such and also Alvida. They
It
give you
was meant to
just
be
a
funny.
glance
It was to be
that
funny, and you know it.
Above table.
yes,
How you said this was a day before?
yes,
Okay, so we're still, you know, 12 to 24 hours away from where we last left off seeing the place.
yes.
So they're gonna go and do that and then meet us. Hopefully, Hot Pot will then meet us on the road, um, on our
Mm-hmm.
travels in.
Yes.
So hopefully
But
that
that
actually ends up being.
that is the best course of action. If nothing happens, there is a chance that he will be late
Yeah.
or he will not come back.
Nah. Yeah.
Or he'll
Yeah.
come back, and it won't be him. One of those things might happen.
And speaking
Make
of that, Hotpot, I need you to roll me 1d6. Actually, 3d6, sorry.
Okay.
While you guys are doing that, Miguel's gonna raise his hand. So do we go up with code names or?
Oh,
And then he
oh.
starts
Yes.
talking about the code names.
I can't believe
Yes,
people
we need
forgot Rock had a weird, immature sense of humor that I've had this whole game. I'm sorry.
Rock or Brian.
Both,
Both.
probably.
Love it, buddy. You're doing
I
fine.
rolled an 8.
An 8 in total. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, also
Okay,
Rock.
good. Please, guys, carry on. I need to double check.
So okay. So my other name was Mercutio. I thought I looked pretty awesome as Mercutio. Just saying.
Yes,
But I'm
I
not
think
quite
that's a
sure.
great
Should I
name.
use that name again
Are we sure
or
that they don't know our code names?
shoot? It could be
Twilka.
Mark Hushia. No, that's a girl's name.
Wilka.
Mhm.
Are was there anybody that you would have worked with that they would not have met that would at least somewhat closely fit our descriptions?
Yeah, can you rephrase that?
Yeah, can you rephrase that? Because she is not sure what you are trying to say.
So was there someone who looked like your husband that you would have worked with that you may have mentioned
Oh,
in the past? Is there
no.
someone who would have looked like Rock that you would have worked with in the past? That we could use those names because the people who we're first going to meet will not know who they are. People who will then, but at least they
I
can
mean,
pass those names on.
your friend, and she points a rock, is wearing the armor of one of the guards of Fajus. That is already a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
So we use if there's a name on the jacket, or we go with the
no,
name.
there's not. It's not. It's an armor. It's not
Oh,
like
okay, all right.
the thing is already having kind of already a disguise,
Perfect.
and the only thing she mentioned is the fact, yeah, there is a peculiar things about you, Rock, that many people of your race don't have, is the fact that your snakes are multicolored.
Yes, and he'll. Does she doesn't know any of that stuff, does she? I'm just thinking this in my head, when she says that. Like he goes, that's because it's an interesting story to that, but basically, yes, they're individuals.
Mm.
So, but yes, it's going to be
You
very
raise
hard
an
to.
eyebrow like, what?
Um,
But
no, okay. I don't. Does she? If she says but, he'll close his mouth, and one of the snake's eyes will light up with a particular color, and we'll start talking, and then it'll close, and he can only do them one at a time now, but they talk differently than he does.
and she just kind of what the fuck has just happened there?
There's a whole
Uh,
lot of story to that. I don't
and
know if we have time.
you just like, listen, we don't have time for this. What I meant was that if you have a chance to color them on
Yeah, make them look like the rest of your skin.
the rest of your skin,
I
you
don't know
will
how I could.
not stand out
Mm.
like
I
you
could get
do.
my hair, my head dirty. I could cover my head with dirt. I'm not too sure. It's their skin. How would I?
We should have some makeup here, right? We should have
She,
something that we can.
Yeah, yeah,
she,
yeah. No, yeah, makeup, I guess, but
yeah, the makeup,
okay,
absolutely.
okay.
Mhm.
can I change my color of scales? Is that possible? Like a seasonal thing?
You do because your scales are iridescent, so you constantly change the color of your scales.
Sorry, guys. He starts putting makeup on.
And
I guess there.
the Manacus Sarpatas, Miguel, your race, and Rosaria's race are also known as the rainbow snakes because you have iridescent scales. So based on the refraction of the lights, you change color constantly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's
not
not
you don't have control.
camouflage. It's not camouflage. It's because it's like refraction.
It's
That
like a
is
it's
cool.
like a gem in the sunlight.
Yes, exactly.
Um, Jarvis
Also,
has
reason
the
why you have a +1 on presence.
Yes.
By the way.
Jarvis has the ability to change his skin color as well, right?
Yes.
Um, uh, Ichthyans, which is one of the things that he is, correct? Or not?
You
I'm sorry, that's the language. Rakesian, right?
no, no.
What?
Rikisian is the language, but you
Oh,
were
Rakesian
going
is language.
there.
Ichthyans.
Ichthyans is your race.
Do
You
they
are
have? Did they have a particular color about them, or is it they have a
no.
variety of
Okay,
different?
so depending of the race,
Mhm,
Ichthyans. Okay, so consider like an umbrella. There are
mhm, mhm,
humans and all the variation of humans that are, like Hot Pot or Carla, or like
mhm,
even
mhm.
and even Mevel, that is, with this, green skin and those little tusks, is considered human.
Okay.
Okay. And then there is the Sarikart, that are all the reptilian kind. So
Mhm,
Alvida, Miguel, and etc. The Crocodile Woman. They are all under the Sarikart umbrella. And then there is the different one. And then there is the Ichthyans. Ichthyans are the merfolk. It's like saying
mhm,
that you
mhm,
are people of, fish people.
mhm, mhm,
And Kuhan is an Ichthyans, even if he's a Gnatos, a shark guy.
mhm,
Uh, Geraldine is an Ichthyans. She was, is a
mhm,
Sifiote, because she has those long tentacles, because she is a squid-like.
mhm, mhm,
You are also part Sifiote, none the same of Geraldine,
mhm.
because you are more like, she's more like a Nautilus. Don't know if you know the animal, the
Mhm,
Nautilus. While
mhm.
you are more like the gene that you develop, are more like an actual octopus.
Okay. Um, so not actually knowing that, but that's nice to know. Um, he is probably going to give his skin color more of a like blue green, like kind of just he's just going to change it to be a little bit more along those lines. But I'm still just going to go by Gilman because
Mm-hmm.
I don't why not. Um,
So the moment, the moment you can, of course, during fight to get the bonuses,
mhm.
it's going to, only be for 10 rounds, 1 minute. But
Oh,
outside combat, when is just right now to change a little bit of your appearance, you can, you can carry on with this for quite a bit. I
mhm.
will say 3 hour stop. So
Okay,
that is better if doing it when you get there.
sure. Good to know. Good to know.
Um,
But I can show it now and then do it again, in a day's time, be able to do it again at that point.
mhm.
Sure. All right. So that's what he's eventually going to do is change himself to look more um, aquatic, as it were.
Yeah.
I think that
So,
we need to do something along whatever we can do to change our names, change our appearance, as much as possible. Um,
mhm.
Especially you, Miguel, you may want to do something because obviously you had the conversation with Graves, and he may have uh, passed your likeness on.
I mean, if he takes the feather cap off, you won't even know who he is,
I haven't
Just
had the
pull him.
feather cap since our first adventure.
Yeah,
Really?
for what?
I
Yeah,
lost.
it's been forever.
Man.
I
I
I
just
played a
always
game and I lost and I gave up my
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
ah
That's
Um,
okay. I was meaning to replace it. Just a lot of stuff happened. Time kind
you
of
must
just
have a
didn't.
hat in here someplace that we put on you.
just make it. Oh
Um,
wait, you just make him unfashionable. It's perfect. That's a
No,
perfect disguise.
no,
He's so-
no. I have. He puts his hand to his chest. I need my personal flare.
Let's just
That's
put a
really
yeah.
important.
This
I think we just
jacket
put
that
a
doesn't look
robe
good.
on him. No, you
Perfect.
need
Oh,
just put a robe on you,
oh
and
no, he feels personally attacked,
it's
but he'll
you're
accept it.
it's
That's what the team thinks.
I
Is there no
think
other way?
well, you got to remember the most
The vanity, man. The
the
vanity.
most dashing person is the one who reveals themselves at the most appropriate time.
Okay, 1 second. It depends on how like thick the rope is and how much flare I can throw it up
Exactly.
a fashion.
You
Like,
will make it work. And he pulls out like the most boring gray robe, like hooded robe, and like just put this on.
Yeah, it's probably more like sand color
Yeah,
robe
sand colored.
all right.
with some
You're a
old
wizard now.
stains.
Uh, I'm gonna
Well,
just make a
when we
one
get
sec.
there, you got to put this on. I mean, you need to
Yeah,
wear it now
You,
and get in character. Get in character.
Miguel,
Put this on.
Rosaria put a hand on your thigh and she
I'm rolling
whispers,
around in the crowd.
you still look. She says this in Sarian. You still look amazing, my life. Mi vida.
nudges her with his head.
Let's
He
And
looks
disguise.
yeah,
he looks back at the robe. He's like, okay, only if I have a dramatic fashion, okay?
Just
And I
underneath
might.
it all.
All right. Okay.
okay.
Okay. He
So,
puts.
sorry if I cut you short, guys. Just
No worries.
um, you carry on adjusting the plan. mm, You know, try to with new names, makeup, and etc. The Carla and Alvida help you rock to taint the color of your scales.
I
Uh,
don't like it, but I'm putting up with it because if Miguel's putting up with it, I can put up with it.
yeah, they are having fun. There is this kind of moment of levity when like those two women are just putting makeup on one of their parent. So yeah, Alvira is literally putting makeup on her boyfriend,
That's
and
fine. I'll mess with her every once in a while. Have one of the snakes like look up, like well, they're it's like
Alvira is like like her own snake do the same, so it's not a
I
problem.
know, but
It's Carla that sometimes is like, and she just by reaction just eat it.
Um, had so Carla is going to say that she is our prisoner,
Yes,
and Helvita is going to say that she is a prisoner.
prisoners. Yes,
All right,
that's the plan.
both of them,
Hmm.
uh, to some degree, we've seen both of them fight. They both fight with pretty well with magic.
Yeah.
Does Helvita need her staff to fight with magic, or that just helps her to
No, that
be
is
more
like a focus. Like
okay?
you have your focus when you cast, but that's it.
Mhm. All
She
right,
can
so
cast the magic as will at will, like you do, and Carla is the same.
so
Um,
I think
there
that
is
we I think
one
that
thing.
we oh sorry, finish what you're saying.
No. There is one thing that Rosaria point out and mention that, of course, every use of magic inside the perimeters will also alert Carlos.
At that point it won't matter because once people start casting, it's on.
would my abilities cause the triggers because I don't use magic the same way? I'm just curious.
And that is something that Sayana doesn't know because she doesn't know what kind of power you have, and she doesn't know if Carlos can detect what is pretty
If
much
I
psionic.
demonstrated it, could she understand how the function of it is, or is she not talent?
Unfortunately, I
Yeah,
tell you already, even if you do it,
they
she
don't
won't.
they don't understand it. Okay, so there's a good and a bad. We can't say yes or no.
There's a good
No,
chance that
because it's literally like, honestly, above the table,
Yeah,
you have something that is very unique.
mhm.
exactly. Okay, all right.
um
So there is a good chance that not even Carlos know what do you are able to do.
mhm. I think we try to once Geraldine comes back, hopefully with her friends, and Hot Pot can make himself known. I I think that we continue to stay undercover as much as possible. We try to get the two of you out, or the two of you get out of wherever you are. Um, Alvita, you may end up in the dungeon. So if we know where they're taking you, then we will go to you there. Carla, we will, or we will go to you first, depending on where everyone is. But people need to make their own escapes as much as possible. Once havoc begins, we say that we are trying to help. But if we can get close to Shar, we we do what we need to do. We can say that we're there to protect him from whatever is happening, um, and um, maybe we can make the box into play, but it may be awkward in that moment. But once it is time to go, it's it's on. We have to use every opportunity we have to end what we need to do.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it.
And we, with this, with everyone knowing their role and everyone knowing or not knowing what's going to happen, we move back to that moment in time when you finally get to the estate. Hotbot, you and Geraldine are not there. And your role actually helped quite a lot. Because it was a uh, low point role, in this case, the difficulty, how dangerous the journey was going to be, it was almost not at all. Sorry, I didn't express that correctly, but I hope you get my meaning. You were quite on a safe journey. Moving fast, Geraldine literally just holding you on her shoulder while she ran on the desert, her body down, using all four of her limbs to just crawl on the sand on a speed that you are happy she never used to chase any of you. You are traveling for miles in the middle of the night. And sometimes she stops and you understand how different she act when other people are around, when other member of the crew are around. Because right now, she sometimes snap her head in a direction and inhaling the wind, almost like she is a predator hunting. You hear her bones snapping and cracking under movement, not because they are broken, but because she's, you know, she does. She's like a spring that is like push it and now push it under a lot of pressure, and is snapping back in position with every time she lunge towards a direction. When you get inside of the ruins, she stopped. The journey has been uneventful so far. The 3 moons in the sky were your only company. The speed was also kind of nice because there was a lot of wind coming in your direction. It's like the kind of refreshing wind when everything around you is so hot. The rooms are old, mostly covered in sand. There are columns put down. There are old buildings that are crumbled. There are statues that of people you never, you don't know what those, who they were, who they are, and um, they are mostly broken and eroded by the sand. And then Geraldine stopped and gently helped you to get down. And she stand tall, all over 7 feet, and her big bluish eyes are staring in the direction of the place. I want you to roll me a perception roll. Also, just so you know, you are the wind is blowing in that direction, so against you in that direction. And she put yourself in that position on purpose.
Wait, excuse me.
Yes.
So the wind is blowing towards me or into
Towards you, but it's like he's pushing your smell away from
away.
the
Okay.
the ruins, not towards them.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. I get to keep the three highest dice and explode up to two sixes. I rolled a six, a five, and a two,
Okay. Reroll that
and
6.
I rolled additional two plus my two modifier.
Okay.
So it's 11, 13, 15, 17.
17. Okay, good. 14 was a difficulty, so uh, quite good indeed. It took you a little bit, took you a long moment. You're staring. There is only the darkness, the light that is given to you by the three moons. That's it. There is no artificial light, and you are still in the middle of the night. But you started to see figures moving, 6, 7 of them, and they are thin, stretched, and suddenly a couple of them turn in the direction where you guys are, not looking at you, just turning their head in that direction, and you just see those big circular empty eyes that are being reflected by the moonlight, almost like when a cat is illuminated by a light,
Yeah.
and there's nothing else. Their face is pure darkness, but you can start to feel to hear the sound of snarling and moaning coming with the wind. And at that point, Geraldine say, "It's time to go."
I wish, Geraldine, I wish there was more I could do to help you, but it's time to go.
She
Godspeed
crouched.
you, Geraldine. And he turns around and he starts. I mean, it's the desert, and it's going to be difficult running through sand, but he starts off at like a trot. There's something faster than a walk, but something that he can sustain for a great distance, it's going to be he's short, so 3-4 miles. That's a long distance for him,
Yeah,
and
it
it's going to
is.
take him. It's going to take him time to get back.
And is also the reason why, knowing that you were going to take more time, this is also the reason why she literally ran the whole way through. Lucky for you, she doesn't get tired. Before you go, there is a moment where, you know, sort of moment you will glance back to check on her, etc. And you see her standing tall and walking slowly in the direction of the ruin. Before you disappear in the distance, you heard noises in the middle of the night. Howling, growling noises of frenzy and, I will say, bestial noises that are not friendly. You will know if she was able to succeed or not on this particular side of the mission only when you get there.
Only when I get back.
When they get when she
When
if
they
if she get back.
when she would yeah yeah when she would arrive. If she doesn't
Arrive.
arrive, then we know it was unsuccessful.
Yeah, and is also there is a chance, difficult chance, that Geraldine is not coming at all.
Hot Pot realizes he knows that's a possibility that he may have just said goodbye to his friend for the last time, and he feels a pit of sorrow filling him inside that he may have just lost a friend.
Part of you think of this, and part of you is hoping that, you know, her highest, her powers, the protection she has thanks to Tulvatra, the things that she can do that other undead cannot, will protect her.
Yeah.
But you still don't know. And
Yeah.
I will like for each one of you to roll me 1d6.
Including Hot Pot?
Including Hot Pot, each one of the player. I will
Okay.
roll 3d6 on top of that. And based on of the result,
Right.
we will
Yeah.
see what's going to happen to Geraldine. I just need you to tell me your personal result. So we have a 5. We have a 4 from Miguel. Another 4 from Hot Pot. And Jarvis, a 3. Okay, I'm not going to tell you guys what I roll here. But Brian, your dice will be kept.
Okay.
I can tell you this. And okay, that's good. In a way or another, we will have an answer. Hours later, when you guys are finally in front of the estate of the Hebron Hick family, in the oasis that it will decide the successful vengeance of Lady Carla Voraci or your demise, we we wait for Hotpot to shows up on the horizon, wait for the right moment to enter, and we probably almost an hour and a half of delay when the stress started to get to every one of you.
I'll like be putting the last couple screws on my invention.
Yeah.
Like
You, a couple of you spot the small figure of Oppot walking on a very sturdy kind of marathon in your direction. And is the moment of truth. Is the moment to enter. So who's leading this?
Yeah, okay. I'll just adjust my coat and brush brush it down. All right. Our prisoners, yep. I assume Gilman will be the other guy, other guard that has to be on the other side, right? Are we bound and gagging them because they should be bound and gagged as people who cast magic, or are we like I feel like that makes the most sense.
Yeah,
Like
they will be needed to be bound and gagged.
I tried. He has a weird sense. He'll try not to smirk. He's like, "Oh, this is not what I expected to do." Okay, but
Alvina just shake her head when you do say this. Come on.
so don't. I'll let Gilbert do Carla. I that
Carla.
feels appropriate.
And Carla, of course, Carla will look at you, Jarvis, and smirk.
Yeah, he is going to um tie a knot. I mean, I feel like we're probably all pretty good at tying knots at this
Yeah,
Oh
point.
no,
you're
yeah,
all
no, with the
sailors.
boats, yeah, sailors knots
And
all around.
so it shouldn't, would it be too terribly difficult, or would we assume that they're going to check the
Oh, but they're
knots?
gonna check this.
All right.
It doesn't make any sense for them not to.
Yeah. All right. I was going to say try to figure out a way to tie it in a way that they would be able to get out in some way or another.
We could leave them tools. Like I'm thinking about giving our captain like at least like a lockpick or something. It's like something to just
Mhm.
cut the rope with if they can get
Won't they
him
check for
away.
that?
Yeah. I mean, if they're checking the ropes, they're checking everything.
Maybe.
They might throw sus on us because of the fact that we allowed them to be have tools.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah. We're just
I
going to
just
have
I,
to.
I just hope they don't do the whole full check. I've had that happen in prison. It is not a good thing.
You have?
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
not me, not that you took to rock, but yeah, it's like yeah, I've been caught once.
um, I mean, depending on how crazy we want to get, I look at Carla. What do you want, buddy? I'm game for anything.
Um, Carla will just say, I have mean of hiding things. I mean, I wear a corset.
Hmm.
Uh,
But will you be able to get to whatever you hide if your hands are tied?
true. Um, how can I say? Maybe we can tie me not too much. I don't know.
You can do that, and we probably have we probably would have gotten other things off of the bodies that were not necessarily magical. I would imagine might have like an extra dagger or something along those lines, a dagger or two.
She has her own equipment, including a couple of daggers and very long
So
black.
I don't
Uh,
want to give her a whole dagger. What I want to do is give each of them a tip of a dagger. Much harder to notice, much harder to um, much easier to say, oh, we missed that when we were searching them ourselves, and put just the tip of a dagger, an inch or so of blade, someplace where they can get to it so that they could cut themselves free.
Alvida will ask you to put it in the heel of her boot,
Mm-hmm.
just to jam it inside there.
Yep.
And Carla will. She doesn't have that kind of boots, but she will try to hide it in her, in her clothes and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Of
Somewhere she
course,
can get to it if she needs to, but most likely she'll end up getting untied when she goes into her holding cell.
okay. So, formation, we'll see Alvida, Alvida Carla in the middle, Rosaria in front, followed by Rock and Jarvis on the two side, or in front or in the back, and Mevel dragging the animals in the back of all of this. And I want to know, Miguel and Hotpot, where they are going to be.
The Miguel raises his hand. It's like, actually, that's the other thing I want. He was also thinking, what am I supposed to do?
I assume you're just one of the people that are bringing them in.
All
Like,
right, so I look like hired help.
so I basically we're doing this as me and Gilman are the primary guard capture people, and then you guys are sort of like hired help. Obviously, Hot Pot will be assisting, so he won't be here. He'll be assisting the horde, at least unless do
I could be
we
in the back then.
yeah, he's Hotbot's going to be doing cover for her, so yeah, he's going to not be here.
All right. Also on that note, he has like I'm wearing my robe, but I've also made sure to change up some stuff about my hairstyle and the way I hold my
Mm-hmm.
underneath because there's no world where they let a hooded per figure walk inside of that place.
Right, because of your
So,
personality, we'll probably just be like, hey, no, he's really quiet and he doesn't talk very much. And like
do I have a do we have a mask of some sort that I could put on or
You can just pull the,
yeah,
you guys,
it's a
you
robe.
have those things that to cover part of your
yes.
face because of the desert. So
Yes,
yes.
I'll do that then.
But trust us, he's one of the toughest guys we have. He just doesn't talk very much, so that's why he's back there. You know.
I was kind of
I
thinking,
grunt.
make him look more like a wizard, but um,
Eh.
yeah. Anyway, I think Hot Pot is back with us.
Oh, okay. I thought he was going to be helping the
No, no.
infiltration.
Well,
Well,
let's
I'm
ask
not.
Zeppa.
Good.
I for some reason thought that originally I thought that I was going to be with Geraldine as she entered the city to help
Mhm.
cover her, but I'm not so sure anymore because
The horde, yeah. I just thought
will the
about that.
Horde have any allegiance to her, or would they also attack me? I
You'd
mean,
probably just be a snack. I think she said other about the same.
Yeah. No, I think you're back with us. If you want to stealth in on your own, that's fine. But I think that we just go in as a group, and when you need to, you can break off and do what you do.
yeah, I
Okay.
think I think you guys might need me,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and then if the occasion arises and I need to slip away, then I will.
Mm-hmm. Worst case scenario, you can be the one who goes down to the dungeon, um, assuming that that's where they take Helvita, and break her out or assist her.
Oh,
Yeah.
lastly, in case anyone asks about why I'm wearing a guard uniform, and is because like we were taking these people, we didn't want to look suspicious when we were taking them, so it looks like we are like doing official business. So like we didn't want to. It was a good, it's a cover story basically. Like oh, they're moving a prisoner basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay,
let's try not to answer too many questions with
right,
anything.
exactly.
Just, yep, yeah, this is what we're working with.
All right.
Okay. So, going down to what is the desert approach path that lead inside, you guys started to walk down the dunes and finally get to those rocky pavement that is being built in the middle of the desert. As soon as you started to get closer to the place, you start to feel the change in temperature. The temperature is dropping. The wind is a little bit more cold. No, it's not a massive difference, but you feel it. And the presence of water and the presence of palm and beautiful, vegetation and garden make a lot of difference after, days of sand. You walk down the path and you get to this first gate. The gate doesn't have walls. It's like is literally two turrets with a gate, so it's more ceremonial than anything else. And it goes along the path. One of the part of the oasis on the right side is like it created this kind of little um, river that is, you can hear the sloshing of the water in the background in the middle of the night. Is kind of, almost calming your senses, but you're still on alert. And you get to the gate. The gate is open. There's not an actual. It's more like an arc than an actual gate that will stop you. There's those gold and red decoration with the two snakes surrounded by flame, the Apesge clan fire snake symbol. And you keep walking in, and you started to see in the distance some fountains and water that is splashing and create those sound. They're so calming and nice right now, especially it's almost make the back of your mouth a little bit watery, is because you feel like the need to drink. And you got approached by a couple of guards that as soon as they see Twilka, they just nod, because at the end of the day she is officially the bodyguard of Zavalek Shar. So just their presence make a lot of, like bypass a lot of security. And then she goes, "We need to talk with Fiammetta. Send for her." One of the guards seems like, kind of for a moment, like, "Are you sure?" And immediately after she goes, "Do I stutter? Go and call for Fiammetta." And the guard just run. And you guys are waiting in this area in front of the guest house. Is this arrival courtyard with fountains and palms and etc. There are some um, benches and such like, and she, you see Carla just moving a little bit, and Rosaria just turn almost like fierce, grab her by the shoulder and pull and push her on the ground. You don't know if it's just because she wasn't supposed to move, or she just selling this whole charade. But Carla just fall on the ground on the side. She just scoff. Her gag is making her a little bit like she's making coughing sounds and etc.
Okay.
And
can I chime in and be like, yeah, and if she does, if you do something like that, you'll get the same or something like that. I'll look at like, selling it.
she turns to you, Jarvis, and say, Gilman, make sure it doesn't move.
I
And
immediately pull out my gun and I'm on her back and I'm like, give me a reason.
I just look intimidating.
sounds good. After good 5 minutes, the guard seems to come back, followed by this very, short, bold woman. She has like one of those ring, around her nostril. I don't know now precisely the name of it.
Septum.
Sorry.
Septum.
The
Yeah,
septum, yeah, ring.
yeah, yeah. One of those, the one that looks kind of the ring that you put around, for a cow. But you understand what I meant. A septum ring, and completely bald, a scar on the side of her face, and she is wearing an heavy armor, heavy plate, like big pauldron shoulder. Um, like she's having this big warhammer on this behind her back that you probably going to need a couple of hands to lift, and she is just holding it on her back with almost like it's nothing. She is, trotting down on the side, coming from the right side of things, and she goes, "What's happening?" And that is when um, Rosaria, in this case, Twilka, goes, "These guys did a job for the boss. I think they need to speak with him directly." Um, Fiametta goes, "What are they?" And that is the moment you guys need to intervene.
Okay. Well, I was gonna just take the primary talking role, so I'll do that. Be like, yeah, we finished a fight for the boss. We got these two prisoners. We're bringing them in. I'm sure he wants to see them.
Fiametta goes, "Prisoner? What are those people?"
I'll like turn around and be like, like kind of like raise him up a little bit. This one, Captain Alvida, wanted pirate. And then he looks at the other one and he goes, this one, Carla Veracci, probably worth a lot of money.
There is a moment when Fiametta look, like she was not particularly impressed by the name of Captain Alvida, and then you say Carla Voracci. She just like goes, and she goes close to Twilka. "Why the heck are you bringing a Voracci here?" And yeah, Twilka goes, "That is something for the boss." Bam. She get down and say to Fiametta, "There is trouble up ahead. Something you need to be careful." You see Fiametta just feel a little bit uncomfortable, and she walk right at you, Rock. "Who are you?"
My name's Adder. I was hired. No, sorry. Can I pause for just a second? Um, what is the name of the guy that runs
Velka,
the
Velka.
Velka? Okay, I was
Velka.
hired by Velka to do a night raid on their boat and to capture. Or sorry, I was to kill them, and then I captured them because I figured the boss would want to talk to them, do it personal.
And she turned to Twilka. Twilka just nodded and called back to you. Ah, a man with initiative. She just take a couple of steps. Look at Carla. Avoraci. And she just spit on the ground. Bring them in.
Gilman laughs at that and like pushes her a little bit before even helping her up. Above table, the staff, the Helvetia staff, I would say we have that covered up, not out in the open,
Okay, good to know.
just because we don't want people to see that right away. But yeah, I will
Okay.
I will
Okay. Yeah.
pull her up and begin following the guards with Carla,
And
still with my gun drawn.
mhm. And you you see Twilka and Femita talking, and you hear Twilka say something on the line. We are almost a tackle on the way here. That one, and she looked towards Carla. She did something. Sorry, to Alvida. She did something. We felt the presence on, and she just do a gesture on her lips like this, and Fiumetta almost like go pale for a second. She called one of those. You think you have seen Mevel doing the same gesture? They don't say the name of Bentuk Jin. They just, cross their lips, and that is here a universal symbol to say that without saying the name, because it's considered, a bringer of misfortune.
Jarvis spits again.
And Mita goes, yeah, good things that you guys got there. And then she goes, everyone, you know the drill. Any weapon, everything stays here. And guys, and two guards come closer. Inspection, and you, Dracomir, you and your animal down to the barracks and the stables. Mevel just nod. And at this point, he will be separated from the group. You guys are bringing it here. You start to walk you walk towards a bridge. You get into this luscious area that seems almost like a small garden that get in front of what you guys see is a pass. It's only one, a couple of floors, um base, zero floor, and one on top of it, but it's large and has this kind of a C shape. Two big doors and arc on each side, and one in the middle with a fountain that is working with waters and etc. And you guys are made to walk in, and you are pretty much enter what looks like one big large room with beautiful tapestry on the wall, pillows, shishas, and etc. Some tables, and you guys are being ordered to wait here.
We're in the building that's number 4, the guest.
It's number 6. You're in the
6. Okay.
building that is number 6.
Perfect.
I just nod.
Are
Silent.
are we are the prisoners still with us?
Yeah, for the moment,
Okay.
yes.
When we get where we're
For the
going,
people that doesn't know what we're talking about, number 4, number 6. Number 4 was the guest house, so you're not
yes.
being put there.
Hmm.
You are mm, being walked to the reception hall.
Okay.
This entire building is only for meetings.
Hmm. When we get where we're going, I push Carla back to her knees. Were we disarmed? I heard something about no weapons.
Yes, you are before you enter the reception hall. There is a couple of servants. They are there with, how you call it?
Trays or some to
Not
carry things away.
Yeah, to carry things away.
Um, when they come, he'll give up most of his weapons, but he kind of looks like I think I need to hold on to something with this one.
Um, a couple of like 2 or 3 guards are being joined you at this point. Sophia Mita just shaking her head.
All right, just he gives it up, but he just gives a very weary look. Like, just keep a close eye on her.
She made a nod, and Carla is now on her knees in the middle of the room, and soon after, Twilka look at you, Rock, to do the same with Alvita. And then, after what seems like an eternity, 2 people enter. And neither of them is Zavelek Shar. One is Richard Bell, and the other one is Carlos Shortfin. Richard Bell, as I describe it to you guys, is this human guy with, fair skin now, of course, a little bit more tanned than he was before. Styled dark hair, trimmed beard, and like the easiest, the kind of smile of a man trained to make comfortable business sound entirely reasonable. And even if it's been just woken up in the middle of the night, it look like is ready for a meeting with the king. He is wearing a tailored dark coat, silk cravat, and he seem like nice long trousers. Close to him, there is this other guy that doesn't look human at all. What Twilka Rosaria told you that Carlos was Agnatos, shark folk. So you expected someone like Kuhan. And in kind of sense he is. He has those like the broad, the predatory head of a shark, but his skin color is this slate gray, almost like pale, like he lost pigmentation. And he has, strangely, this silver beard beneath his heavy jaw. And one eye is fitted with a kind of a mechanical arcane lens that is moving and is adjusting as soon as he starts to see every one of you. And he's not wearing it, but he has like the classical posture of someone that usually is wearing armor. And at the moment, he has just this long open jacket, and you see his body there is covered in scar. At a point, Mr. Bell simply walk and say, "Good evening. It seems like we have an unexpected guest. Who I own the pleasure?" And he's looking at the four of you.
Gilman.
Mr. Gilman and
Adder.
Tyler. Fitting. And
The name's Joel. Said in a gruff voice.
Okay. And last but not least, I presume
Sandstrider. Just call
Sandstrider.
me or Strider.
Fitting name, I presume. So does any one of you is the spokesperson of the group, or do I need to address all of them?
You can talk to all of us, but Adder speaks most.
I point to Adder.
I'll speak for the group. He puts his head. He plays kind of sort of like I'm playing him as morose, so he goes, I'll speak for the group.
Please step forward, and I'm presuming that based on what the guards and Fiammetta told me, those are Captain Elvira Vransky and the Lady Carla Voraci. I'm so sorry, milady. I didn't expect you to be already prostrated in front of us. And he doesn't do nothing to help her stand up.
Okay. I will, because I'm playing that I'm on the other side. I'll smirk when he smirks, so I'll be like, that's a pretty good joke. Yeah.
So, Mr. Hatter, can you tell me what's going on?
We were hired by Velka to raid their ship at night. We did our job, but we figured that the boss would want, sorry, that your boss would want to do it in person, that he would want to see.
Ah, that's nice. I would say a nice thought of you. Bam, where is Belka?
Velka got beat up pretty bad.
It wounded him.
Oh, I mean, happens on the job, I presume. And you say that those are the only survivor on the ship?
Yeah. Yeah, that ship
One of them jumped overboard, but he's presumed drowned.
That's a very interesting thing, you know, Mr. Arthur, because news told me that the ship is not at the port of Fajus anymore. Care to elaborate on that?
When he says that, I was like, we left the boat abandoned. I assume someone took it, taking an opportunity on a boat that was uncrewed.
Can you roll me a deception check here?
Absolutely will. How many? So this is like a straight deception roll, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you how much you need to beat because he is going to roll an insight.
Sure. Okay. So I have to roll what? So I get two dots in deception. Is there? Well, let's see. Persuade. This is deception, not persuasion, because I'm straight up lying to him.
Yeah, you're straight up lying to him.
Okay, it's fine.
do
Deception.
you want a crit?
Oh yes, please.
Done.
That would give me a third die, and then I can do that counts as like a third pip, so I basically get two.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna do that. And that gives me plus my presence, which is lucky because my presence is pretty high. And I
Hmm.
also can use abilities if I screw up, which I will work on that if that happens.
Okay, okay.
Three,
How many pips do you have deception?
only two. I'm a persuader, not necessarily a straight up
A
liar.
liar.
How much do you have for presence though?
Oh, 4 dice, 4 pips.
So you roll 6 dice total.
Roll 6 dice, and I'm gonna get to keep two.
No,
So,
No,
oh,
because
7 dice.
you're being given a critical token, so you roll 7 dice, you have to keep three.
okay, 7 dice, keep three. Got it. So
And because of the critical token, you can explode up to 2 6s.
7 dice. Okay, let me check something real quick.
Uh-huh.
Da, da, da. I can. There are some abilities that I have besides my magic because that roll did not go great. Um, let's see. Hold on. Deception, investigation, Wayfinder's instinct. No, that's against that. Okay, and then sorry, I'm just taking an extra second to look this up.
No, absolutely, absolutely. You have a false ledger plus 1 deception. That in this case can be used.
Okay.
Um, because you are lying about information and related to, event that involve a contract and etc.
Perception.
Is a little bit stretched, but
Yeah, yeah.
we can make it work. And yeah, do you
Okay.
want? You
Performance.
also have your psionic ability if you want to try.
Well, so my which one plays? That's if I fail, right? It says
That's if you
okay.
fail.
Okay. Well, we'll worry. I guess it's all right. So I can only keep
So,
3 of these.
okay, so what is your result?
My result is 15 plus 1, 16 plus my stats
So your traits,
and
and
traits.
that is your presence,
17, 18, 19.
19.
And then I need to see if there's another thing I can think. Oh, my thing by wearing a guard uniform is that doesn't help here because it's not another guard, right? Just making sure.
Yeah, that doesn't help. And also is persuasion and intimidation. So
Okay. So 19. First, let's tell me if I fail or not.
you have failed.
Okay. So the next thing, I'm going to have to do the one that lets me distract away, probably. Let's say once per scene interacting character. No, what's
Okay, in the meantime, you're reading that. You see Richard Bell tense for a second, and he take a look. He turn and look at Carlos, and you guys seeing Carlos' strange mechanical eye, arcane mechanics eye, just like focusing on you, Rock.
okay. Yeah, the problem is I am yeah, he might see through it anyway because I have a feeling that he's like a gadget user as well. So that's great. I'm trying to find
What do you need?
I was looking for the skill that it's when you fail a decept like a skill.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one I was looking for, and I'm trying to find it. I'm having the hardest time. Logic probability,
It's
declare.
not Wagner.
It might be Wagner. Let me just double check. Once per scene, persuasion, charm, or performance check. But this isn't either of those.
No, unfortunately not.
Okay, so I'm moving down. Companion fails. No. I don't think any of these work for this situation.
No, it doesn't seem to.
Okay,
So
awesome. Go ahead.
the guy just look at you and it seems not to press further on the matter. Actually, it seems to smile for a moment and just go, and then, well, what did you do with those?
What did I do with them?
Mm-hmm.
I brought them to you. I brought them to here
For what purpose?
so that the boss would. Okay, let me rephrase it in the way it says. I
Weren't we
brought
here
them
for money?
basically for
Yeah,
for
I thought we were just getting here to get paid. He,
Yeah,
Oh,
this one's
like,
the captain.
I stared directly at Adder,
well, I
kind of
thought that the
making it
boss
seem
would.
that that's what I'm getting.
I thought he'd be impressed. I thought he would reward us for bringing them to him so that he
I'm
could
here
have the
for the money.
spectacle of it.
Yeah.
I'm being a little combative towards Adder.
mm. So you thought bringing a scum and a troublemaker at our door will impress uh, Mr. Shar to get some extra money on top of what Velka is already supposed to pay you?
Money and
I think
I thought
money
it,
and fame.
I was just going for the idea that it would, make us, it's
It's what?
for our to show how loyal we are, to have a good
Hmm.
I'm just
standing.
here for the
Not
money.
their the money, but
Hmm.
I think that having Varachi, that scum, in his custody could really prove a point to
Oh, no, no, no.
everyone.
Don't get me
Every
wrong. I see the value of Miss Voraci here. I don't understand why you just didn't kill this other one.
Well,
But
well,
let's let the boss
frankly,
decide that, right?
frankly, frankly, there could
hmm,
be value in interrogating her. Simple as that. And quite
oh,
honestly,
was that
we're he,
okay?
we're here for the payday, but we're also here for future jobs, future employment. We're here to.
And
I just,
he raises his hand to you, hot pot on the Sam Strider in this case, and he goes, "I don't care. You had a job, kill everyone on board, and technically speaking, from my point of view, you did fail. I didn't ask for interrogation. I didn't ask Velka to bring me gift or anything of the sort.
We didn't bring you gift.
Yeah, and Velka didn't really tell us what we were doing.
Quite honestly,
he told us what we needed to know.
like,
Yeah, you told us what you needed to know, and what you needed to know was to kill everyone you found on board. And now you bring me problems. Now I need to tell Mr. Shar that our problems are outdoors, and you are responsible for it. So, as you can imagine, it will be a little bit pissed on the prospect. But I will smooth the situation for you. Now, he turns to Fiammetta. Fiammetta, Twilka, and by the way, I don't understand why you allow this. Bring us honorable guest to the dungeon. All of them. And he turned. And he started to walk away. And you see the guards getting closer to all of you.
Your lack of vision will cost you. You're
Stops.
short-sighted.
He stops and he slightly turns. Is that a threat, Mr. Strider?
I'm just stating what's clearly obvious and the truth.
Oh,
You're missing an opportunity here.
I'm not missing anything. You are missing a very good chance to not get killed. Just to make sure that you all have a clear idea of what's going on. Your pathetic life is in my hand right now. One word, and you're not getting out of the dungeon. And the next time you try to lie to me, think twice.
We didn't
And
lie to you. We're here for something greater.
I put my hand on hot pot, hot pot, hot pot. Stop it. Sorry, Zeppo.
No. Above the table, it was not referring to what you said, Zeppo. It was referring to what Hadder said, and that there was a lie there. So that was
No,
what you're
right.
referring.
But I'm also trying to, I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm trying. No, yeah, I know what he was referring to.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Hot Pot is also trying to not embellish, but inflate. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
That's okay. It's okay. Um, I'm not saying anything, but the guy seems more irritated right now than anything else, and he start to walk back inside, leaving behind Carlos, Fiammetta, uh, the two guards, and the rest of you there. And Fiammetta just go, "You heard him. Stand up. We're going to the dungeon."
I grab Carla and pull her up.
And you guys started to walk out. The guards are escorting you. For now, everyone is still on the edge, but they are not aggressive. At least not towards you.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, of course.
Did they took our weapons, but did they take my cloak?
They took all. Yeah, they took your weapons, but they didn't took your cloak. But just to make sure that you understand this, if you try to stealth out right now, they will see you. You don't become invisible.
Okay, I see.
All right.
Right.
Well,
Okay.
I fall.
You started to follow them, and you walk out of the reception hall. You, instead of going back where you came from, you started to go straight down, and you are led to pretty much a bridge that get down and towards the water. And while you are there, you start to walk. You suddenly, Carlos, stop, and turn.
Can I ask a question? Which
Yes.
way did our weapons go? Did they stay at the reception hall?
Yeah, they stayed there.
Okay.
Some of the servant took them, so they are probably still there.
Okay. Probably not any place like super well hidden, just off in like that room off to the right.
Yeah, probably the one on the right or the one on the left, one of those.
Yeah, depending on how you're looking at it. Yep.
Okay. And Carlos just stop, turn, is squeeze his good eye, and he goes, Fimita, we are under attack. And that is where we stop the session for tonight.
Mm.
Because the time is come,
Mm-hmm.
and you guys need to think about your next course of action.